Yes, this is 1SP. I'm back again. This is the Purpose Crusade Live, and I just want to like the screen. Like it first. All right, so I know that it's late right now, and I know that a lot of people are probably asleep, awake at work. But as usual, I'm going to kick this off with a prayer. All right, so here we go. Heavenly Father, come to you humble, um, grateful, patient, that you have answered our prayers throughout this long year. You have seen our needs before we even seen what we needed. You have answered our call before we even made the call. You have delivered a message before we even received it. So many things to be grateful for as we enter a new season of Thanksgiving and a new season of gratefulness, gratitude. Um, I I can go on in a list and thank you for so many things, Lord. But one of the most grateful things that I could honestly say that I have is your grace, Lord, your mercy, Lord. Um, I know that I and a bunch of others were born in sin, Lord, and you still saw fit for us in the creation to see what what Adam and Eve could become in the Garden of Eden, Lord, and I just want to say thank you for even showing us what paradise looked like, even though you knew that mankind would still sin. Lord, you are a gracious God. You are a marvelous God. You are almighty God, Lord, and I just want to say thank you. Not only thank you for that, but thank you for allowing us to reach out to so many people at at so many different times and in so many different situations, Lord. You saw fit for us to actually be on this platform and actually extend our warm invitations of gratefulness and humbleness and kindness unto others and deliver a message that only you know that we can deliver. Lord, I just want to say thank you. And I know that you said if we have faith the size of a mustard seed, then we could say to one of those old mountains, move, and the mountain would move. Yeah, I know you said faith without works is dead, Lord, and we come to you, thanking you for allowing us the opportunity to just believe in you, just have faith in you, Lord. Sometimes, sin and evil try to make it seem like we're not worthy to even believe in you. But I want to say, God, thank you for allowing us to have this this passion of believing in you. Thank you for allowing us to have the courage to believe in you when others tell us not to, when others try to silence us. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to let us stand up on faith and stand out of fear, Lord. Thank you for allowing us to make that leap into greatness and to also be successful and very, very effective in your word, Lord. Thank you for leading us and guiding us, for orchestrating such a great year, orchestrating such a marvelous generation of your followers, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And I know that the next year can only get better. I know that the next generation can only get greater. I know that we can lead a new generation of hope. We can lead a new generation of awesomeness, Lord, in your name, Lord. In your name, Lord. But Lord, I really am hopeful, and I'm really am patient, and I really am waiting for the moment that I may actually prove myself worthy. You said, for a workman need not to be ashamed, for dividing the word of truth. So Lord, I'm here. I'm humbly standing. I'm humbly sitting. I'm humbly kneeling. I'm humbly asking you to touch everyone, every man, woman, boy, and girl, transgender as well, Lord. Touch everyone, Lord. Whether they're straight, whether they're gay, whether they're lesbian, whether they're bisexual, bicurious. Lord, I need you to touch everyone, Lord. Everyone has a purpose for living. Everyone has a purpose for being alive. Everyone have a purpose for stepping out and calling on your name, Lord. Everyone has a purpose. Not one person does not have a reason for existing. Not one person does not have a reason for not being alive, Lord. And I want to say thank you, Lord. I want to say thank you, not just for that, but Lord, look at the ones that are without a spouse, the widows. Look at the ones that are without a spouse, the widowers. Look at the ones that are without parents, Lord, the orphans. Look at the ones that are without their own children, Lord. There's no word to describe a parent without a child, Lord, but you know exactly how they're feeling. You know exactly the pain that they're feeling. You know the torture that they're going through. You know exactly how they're feeling right now, Lord. I want you to touch them, Lord. I truly do want you to touch them, Lord. Lord, look at every single person in every situation, Lord, whether they're in a hospital, whether they're on their dying bed, Lord, whether they're in pain, Lord, whether they're dying in their sleep, Lord. Look at everyone. Look at the relatives that's sitting beside them, Lord. Look at them, Lord. Look at the ones that's in the emergency room of the hospital. Look at the ones that could not make it to the hospital, Lord. Look at the ones that are right there beside their relative on that bed, Lord. Look at the ones that got to go to the funeral home, Lord. Look at the ones that are actually there at the funeral home, Lord. Look at all of those, Lord. Look at the ones that are at work right now. Cover them as they try to provide for their family and themselves, Lord. Cover them. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Lord, cover them. Cover every last one of them. Cover the ones that are in the universities right now, Lord. Cover those as they're trying to further their education and walk into your purpose, Lord. As they try to further their education and walk into your purpose, Lord. Look at the ones that are in the military, Lord. Touch them as they're away from their families, and some of them may be with their families, Lord, but touch them, cover them. I said it before, I'll say it again. There's no greater God than you, Lord. Look at them, Lord. Look at every one of them. Look at the ones that are watching this around the world. Look at the ones that are watching this that's going through a situation right now, Lord. Look at the ones that are relying on this live stream for a message, Lord, that waited all night for me to get on, Lord. I want to say, Lord, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for the ones that waited. Thank you for the ones that could not stay up. Thank you for the ones that could not even be here right now, Lord. Thank you for them, Lord. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lord, look at the ones that are going to watch this in a replay, Lord. Touch them. Cover them. Let them hear your message. Let them hear your word, Lord. Let them find and decipher, even when there are so many corrupted priests and so many corrupted ministers and so many corrupted prophets, Lord. Show them the way, Lord. Let them seek you on their own and not have to depend on someone that's corrupted, Lord. Look at them. Touch them. Show them that the building that they look for, the building that they strive for is already inside of them, Lord. Show them that they already have that temple of worship inside of them, Lord. They don't have to go to a building, Lord. Show them that's inside of them already. David said it himself better than anyone else, that would dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Show them that there was no temple back then. There was no church back then. Show them that there was no tabernacles being built back then. But show them that the house that David was talking about was inside of himself, Lord. Show them that. Show them. That's all they need to see, Lord. That's all they need to see, that the true house of worship is inside of themselves, Lord. Show them that. Lord, touch everyone, Lord. Touch everyone. Touch every member of a family, Lord. The wife, the husband, the children, and the pets, Lord. Cover their homes, Lord. Whether it's a small little cardboard box, a homeless shelter, cover them. Whether it's a car, Lord, cover them. Whether it's a storage room or a big house, a mansion, Lord, cover them. Whether it's an apartment or a condominium, cover them, Lord. Whether it's the housing projects or it's just a little hut, Lord, cover them. Cover them, Lord. Cover each and every last one of every individual that do watch this. Let it not only inspire you to walk forth, but inspire someone else, Lord. Inspire someone else, that everyone has a reason for existing, Lord. Everyone has a reason for walking this earth, Lord. The steps that we make are not in vain, Lord. The steps that we make are to make impacts on this world, Lord. These things I ask. These things I pray for. These things I beseech of you, Lord. In your righteous name, in your holy name. I cannot ask for anything else unless I ask for it in your name, Lord. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I say amen. All right. So this is 1SP. I'm back again, I apologize, I know I didn't come on earlier, I had to pertain to kids, and I was returning some love that was given to me throughout, the week. I know I haven't reached everyone, but I'm still working on it. So, it's like every time I come on or every time, I get on, I get like 20 more comments and stuff like that. I do appreciate the love. I try to go to everyone live stream now. If I can't reach out to you on the comments, I would try to go your live stream, or I'll give you a shout out while I'm in the live stream. So I do see everyone. It's a blessing to see everyone here. Arnett, Eric, St. Jean, Eric Jean, Lewis. I see Razor X here. I see Sweet Home. I see Sweet Home here as well. I see Cutie Pie that's here. I see the Wrench that's here. I see Fatima. It's a blessing to have all of you here in the Purpose Crusade live show. For new people that just got here, usually we welcome everyone here to the Purpose Crusade live show, and we usually allow everyone to raise their X is pretty new, but I know the Wrench is very new. The Wrench is very new. It's an honor to have you here, the Wrench. It's an honor to have you here, Ariat. It's an honor to have everyone else here. Tonight, is a great night. You know, this is post Veterans Day and everything. We're lining up to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is going to be a big moment for most people around the U.S. and some parts of the other part of the hemisphere as well. Um, but what I really want to come on here to do is just thank everyone for actually being a part of like this movement that I've started um, over 4 months ago. Well, less almost 4 months ago. So I really thank everyone for being a part of this movement that I started. Purpose. Um, Everyone asks me, you know, when you walk into your purpose and you how do you really find out what your purpose is? And I say a lot of times that something that you're passionate about and God tell you to go for it, and you're still focusing on other things. Sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you don't have time to focus on your own purpose. You have to focus on the purpose of that relationship. And sometimes when you're in, I'm gonna tell you from experience, when I have been in relationships, and I've been talking about this all day, but when I have been in relationships, I have actually like live with the thought of like the heartbreaking thought of like breaking up, all the time. And I would do anything to keep a woman from breaking up with me. It's literally, I would be the best, husband or boyfriend I possibly can be, and I still got broken up with. But the good thing about, being like that is that my children got to see me be this person. So usually God has a purpose for everyone. Everyone has a purpose for being here. Everyone has a purpose for existing. Everyone has a purpose for being alive. Everyone has a great God-given reason for actually stepping out on faith and being here today. There's not one person that does not have a purpose. There's not one person that doesn't have a reason for existing. There's not one person on this planet today that does not have a reason for being alive. Everyone has a purpose, and if you cannot have a relationship with God, if you cannot talk to God and you do not get answers, and usually you get answers a lot, sometimes when we get answers, we don't want to listen. It could be simple things such as picking up trash. God could be telling you to pick up trash, but instead you see other people dumping trash on the ground. You want to dump it on the ground. So it could be simple things like that. It's usually that good voice that tell you not to do something wrong and you still do something wrong. So like a lot of times we don't listen. A lot of times we don't want to listen. A lot of times we want to be like, oh, well, I'm human. I'm supposed to make mistakes, and that should be more of a reason not to make that mistake, because you're a human. You want to be better. You want to be more spiritual than flesh. So if you want to be more spiritual than flesh, then it's no problem with not making that mistake. It's no problem with that. A lot of times we don't really pay that any mind. A lot of times we don't really pay that any mind. Ooh, no viewers. Oh my, this is my first time. But I'm going to still keep going. It's a lot of people that's, going to watch the replay that need to hear, a message. So I'm going to still keep going. I'm not going to rob the ones that's watching the replay of, an opportunity to actually like hear the message. So yes, it's a lot of times that we don't pay attention to that voice. We don't pay attention to that. When good things come, and everything, we want to praise God. We want to praise God when all the good things come, and everything. We want, thank you, Lord, thank you, and everything. But when things get hard, we want to, talk bad, we want to cuss people out, yell at people, and blame it on stress when, that's the time to show compassion. That's the time to be honest. That's the time to be real with God. That's the time right there when you should be stepping out on faith right there. When things are not going the way we intended, It's usually because, our faith is strong. Like sometimes, it doesn't always have to be because your faith is weak and you turned away or something like that. It could be because you got strong faith. God trying to use you. God trying to make a greater person, with what he already have. Think about this. Yeshua HaMashiach, we, the 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 world called him Jesus Christ, but Yeshua HaMashiach, how he was called among the people that he lived with, the Hebrew people, it's called Yeshua HaMashiach. And think about this. Yeshua HaMashiach walked with people that sinned. Yeshua HaMashiach walked with people that lied. Yeshua HaMashiach walked among great people, among people that lied, that was tax collecting, so they still alive. He walked with those people. He walked with those people, and he actually built, one of the biggest religions ever, just by walking with the people that people never expected. So a lot of times, people get used. The least expected always get used by God. The least expected. And I can tell you that from a person that tried to run away from, delivering this message, a person that tried to run away from being a person that actually do this every day. I used to try to run away from, oh, that's not for me. That's not for me. Talking about the word of God, oh, that's not for me. That's not for me. But understand that 1SP has been doing this for a while. Seriously. The first message I ever delivered in front of a congregation was when I was 12 years old. That was the first time I ever delivered a message in front of everybody in this congregation. And I did it before. I was 12 years old. Was I afraid? No. But I was more so nervous than anything. Because, I want the spirit to speak for me. And, to tell you the truth, I don't even remember the entire message. I don't. I was 12. I don't remember the entire message. But what I'm trying to tell everyone is that sometimes, you're gonna get used. You're gonna be, into the message. You're gonna have to, relay a message to someone. God gonna give you a message to give to someone, just like he did with Jonah. Jonah was supposed to tell, some people, hey, you gotta repent. You gotta repent. You gotta tell the Lord, you gotta repent for your sins. And Jonah didn't want to tell him. He was more focused about, a fruit on the tree. And he was worried, he was upset with God because, the fruit on the tree died and the whole tree died, and stuff like that. So he wanted to kill himself. So he went out. He went all the way out into, the sea. He went all the way out into the sea, into a storm, and stuff like that. But instead of God, letting him die in a storm, he fell overboard and fell into a fish. A fish. Everybody say a whale and a fish are two different things. A whale is a mammal. A fish is not a mammal. A fish is an invertebrate. So, that's one thing I got to correct right there. So, but he fell inside this fish, and he stayed inside this fish for 3 days. And finally again, after the fish, and finally again, a chance of being on land. And that's the funny thing. When he got the fish, he was on land. Exactly where he had to deliver the message to repent. And when he got there, he told them to repent. Easy message. Easy message. They all repented. They all repented. So one day, I'm telling you, someday, God may use you to tell somebody to repent. God may use you. Even though you don't want to deliver the message, even though one day you may not want to deliver a message, you may not be in the mood, you may not feel like it, or something like that. You may be like, oh, whatever, but you may have to deliver it anyway, So it's easy to be upset. It's easy to be upset when something not going your way and stuff like that. But everyone here has a purpose. Everyone here has a purpose. And yes, in my prayer, I mentioned transgender got a purpose. I mentioned Gay got a purpose. Lesbian got a purpose. Bisexual got a purpose. Bicurious got a purpose. Everyone that walked this earth has a purpose. Everyone here. You're straight, you got a purpose. You're an orphan, you got a purpose. You're a widow, you got a purpose. Widower, you got a purpose. You lost your child, you got a purpose. Like everyone has a purpose. You're homeless, you got a purpose. You have a home, you got a purpose. Everyone. It's not one person that does not have a purpose at all. So listening to God is how you find out. Like that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Even when you don't want to listen, like you're still gonna find out eventually what your purpose is. It's nice to see Gappy Girl here, and it's nice to see Vivian TV here. And it's nice to see Adam is back. Adam, please, none of that, back. None of that, please don't use the word back. Please don't use the word sub, and stuff like that. So don't use those words, please. Please. I'm asking you nicely. Don't over emojialize, the chat, please. Don't over emojialize the chat, please. See, I acknowledge you when you first came in. Welcome and everything, but please don't over emojialize the chat. Don't use the word back, and don't use the word join or anything. Sub, don't use those. This is not Subway, so don't use it. Yeah, I said Subway. Oh man, I can't believe I said that. Or Firehouse Subs. This is not Quiznos. This is none of those places. This is none of those places. But if you do want to sub, you can go to the Quizno channel, or you could go to the Subway channel, or you could go to the Firehouse sub channel. They make subs for you. So show love. Yeah, see how they said show love. All right, see how they said that they showed love. Vivian TV said I showed you love. So that's all you have to say right there. I showed you love. We got Life with Domo here. Life with Domo is like, she is amazing, extraordinary content creator, gamer, live streamer. I could name so many things that Life with Domo has done to like revolutionize YouTube. This is why we have a lot of rules and guidelines, because Life with Domo has broken the barrier of like content creation. She has broken the barrier of live streaming. She has broken barriers for almost everything, gaming, you name it, inspirational videos, you name it. She has done it all. Mukbang. She done it all in record time. We got Kuri here. Welcome, Kuri. Welcome to the building. It's such an honor to have Kuri here. It's such an honor to have Gappy Girl here. Gappy Girl here is amazing. Gappy Girl make mukbangs too. She is amazing. And when she make mukbangs, she make them entertaining and funny, and stuff like that. Sometimes she'll drop something, or she'll fall or something like that. But it's always entertaining to watch her mukbangs. It's always entertaining to watch her mukbangs. For a while, she struggled to get past 500, but I think she has it now. She's good right now, and stuff like that. So please, if you do connect with someone, please say I showed you love. Like I always do. I say I showed you love. If you want knowledge that you already like hit them up, and you already like watched their video and you already comment, just put I showed you love. Put their name, highlight their name, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to say you're waiting. You don't have to announce that you're waiting. You don't got to do none of that. You just say I showed you love, and that's that. It's real easy. It's simple. It's rock. It's not even rocket science. It's one of the easiest things in the world to show someone love. And, if you're like a person that, loves everybody, and you want everybody to know, it's one thing to love somebody, right? They already know you love them. That's fine. But if you're a person that really feels like they need to know you love them, then put I showed you love. That's all you got to do. There's nothing like saying I love you and showing them love at the same time. So Go ahead, put like I showed you love. Go ahead, put a but don't over emotionalize this chat. This is not for me. This is for you guys. This whole platform is not for me. This is for you guys. This is not only for you guys, but for your children, and everything. This is for your grandchildren, and stuff like that. The motivation and the inspiration I'm putting out here, it's not only just for you. It's for the next generation. It's for your neighbor. It's for that coworker that you work with. You know, it's for that person that you always see in the morning on your way to work. It's for the gas station attendant that you see at the gas station. It's for that cashier you always see at the grocery store that always helping you all the time. This motivation is for everyone. And I'm gonna tell you right now, speaking on that grocery store, person that always back up the groceries and stuff like that. I just found out, a week ago that one of the people that used to bag up, my groceries at one of the local grocery stores died in a car crash, and it's not because they were, DUIing, but it turns out that the person that had picked them up in an Uber was drunk. So, and they died in that car crash. And the person that actually hit that car, the person that hit that car, died too, and the drunk driver that was driving the Uber was the only one that was alive, and that's one of the hardest feelings for someone that survived and they were intoxicated, and everybody else died, stuff like that. That's one of the hardest things. They're going to be with that mindset of, why am I here? Why am I here? I felt, that way when I was in the military. One of my best, friends in the military wound up dying, and I wound up living. This guy saved my life. How did and I was dealing with that for a while. So that's one of the hardest feelings. Luckily, I don't drink. I don't drink. Never did drink. Never will drink. I don't drink at all. So, I've never been one to drink. I always, a lot of times, a lot of people that do drink, that was wind up kicking with, when I was younger, used to drink a lot, and they didn't want to drink around me, but you're not offending me by drinking around me. You're not offending me by drinking around me. You're not even tempting me. I'm not getting tempted by alcohol because I never drink alcohol. So how can I be tempted by alcohol? Never drank a day in my life. I'm not tempted. So I can see if I had quit, but I never drank a day in my life. So I see Vivian TV trying to connect with Finley River Kennels. All right. And Finley River Kennels is saying hi to the ranch. Thank you, everyone, for showing me love. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Adam. You keeping it up. There you go, Adam. And they say, and people tell me how great you are. People like Adam is extraordinary supporter of content and extraordinary content creator. So, I see it for myself. It's nice to have you here. Life Unique. The life of Unique. It's nice to have you here. I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully everyone here can grow among each other. And usually what I did when I was coming up as a young YouTuber, I used to go and people comments, and what I do, I look for people that comment all the time, and I'll start reaching out to the commenters, of the people that follow. If you get let's say someone comment on your video, right? All right, so you go to their channel and then you comment on their video, and then you see people that comment on that video too, and you reach out to those people too. You won't get the immediate comment. Sometimes you will. Chances are 3 times out of 10 you may get an immediate comment, but it's a chance like throughout the week you'll keep getting comments from them. And if you do that all the time, then you'll grow faster because you're reaching out to everyone that comment on like a video that you saw. You're reaching out to everyone. But it's gonna be like a big web. You're gonna have like a bunch of people like comment on your stuff, a lot at the same time. And that's that's a big thing. It happens a lot. So but you can reach out that way. If you only got like one people or two people tonight, then look on their videos and see who comment and like watch their videos. Other people that comment in their videos, watch their videos too and comment on their videos too. And you'll have like a big chain of people comment on your stuff like every time you put out a video because you're reaching out to more than one person. You're broadcasting to a big audience, so that always work. That always work. Now I told you not to use the word subscribers, right? I told you not to use the word subscribers, right, Adam? Adam, you don't gotta use the word subscribers. You could use the word supporters instead. You could use the word supporters. That's a good one. You could use the word supporters. Please, no, I would tell you to like the screen, so please like the screen. So, what, you remove the word supporters? You removed the word supporters? He removed it. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's gone. Okay. Okay. You removed it. All right. You're showing responsibility. I like that. You showing responsibility. I like that. I like that. But yeah, you could use the word supporters. You could use the word family. You could use, I have a lot of family. People automatically know what you mean when you say you have a lot of family. You have a lot of supporters. You have a lot of, like people already know what you mean when you say that. You know, people already know what you mean. So you don't have to, say subscribers to actually prove a point. You don't have to say subscribers. You know, um, like if you look at like my comments that I send people, I use like very, extensive, vocabulary. And sometimes if you've been a live stream, when I'm in a live stream, you'll see me use it all the time too. So you don't have to use words like subscriber. You don't have to use word. You don't even gotta use supporter. You could just say admirer or some. You could say something like that. It's like so many other words that you can use besides the word subscriber. You could say admirer. You could say audience. You could, you can say patrons. You can say a lot of words besides the word subscriber or support. You can say a lot of words. Patrons. You could say, admirers. You could say family. You could say a lot of stuff. So it'll help you out a lot, you know. So, you know, audience. You can say people that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Your creativity is what got you on here. So, you could be creative with, using other words besides subscriber. You could be creative. You could change the whole game. You could make a word that wind up becoming viral. Who knows? You can use a word that make you viral. You're welcome. But you can use a word that make you viral. See there? See there? See there? Unique is using a word like family. She using. Oh, beautiful shirt. Yeah, pink is my favorite color. Thank you. Pink is my favorite color. I love the color pink, man. I love it. It's like top notch, my favorite color ever of all times. Like I love the color pink. I love it. I love it. So a lot of people is like, oh, why you like pink? And everything. I'm like, I don't know. What's your favorite color? And they'll be like, orange. I'm like, why do you like orange? Because it's my favorite color. All right then. You don't think I try to avoid liking the color pink my whole life? Like I try to avoid it, but it's still my favorite color. So I got to a certain point when I came back from Afghanistan. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna hide it. I like the color pink, and that's how it was. That's how it was. My first tour, I came back. I was like, I like the color pink. I'm not gonna hide it. And I kept saying it. Like that's it. So it's my favorite color. Like I'm being serious. If I see a bunch of pins, and everything, like lined up together, and pink is one of them, I'm going for the pink one. That's just how it is. If I see a bunch of towels, and everything, and I gotta pick one, I'm going for one that's pink. If pink is there, that's just the way it is. And like seriously, I don't try to do that all the time. Sometimes I do it intentionally, but for the most part, that's just the way like my mind is. Like I love the color pink. I started picking up on it. I started realizing, oh, I really do like the color pink. Yeah, that's how it was. So see, everyone, my time. Oh, your time to go to sleep, Adam. You going to bed right now? You going to bed? It's a little early, Adam. But good night, Adam. Good night. Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon. Whatever makes you happy, Adam. Whatever makes you happy. You did good today. You did good today, Adam. I really do. I really do appreciate how you conducted yourself. Like you shown a lot of growth, and you shown a lot of like courage. I really appreciate like how like yesterday we were deleted. I was deleting a lot of stuff that you put up there. I was like removing this, removing this, removing this. But you show a lot of courage. Like I really appreciate how you carried yourself today. I really do. You show a lot of maturity and growth. Showed a lot of it. Displayed it. Showcased it. You live in another country. Oh, what country that is? What country that is? Idaho is not another country. Idaho is another state. Idaho is another state. Well, is it another? Idaho is a state, right? Yeah, I think there's a country called Idaho. Idaho is a state. Idaho is pretty nice. Idaho pretty nice. I like their like license plates. How they keep license plates for like 20 years. I like that they keep license plates for 20 years over there. Texas is another country. You really think Texas should? Well, for a while Texas was independent. For a while Texas was independent. Texas was its own entity for a while. How many languages do you speak in Idaho? I think they only speak one language in Idaho. That's Mandarin. I think that's Mandarin. It's a high um Asian population there. So I think they got a high Asian population there. Me, me, English. Um, I I attempt to speak Spanish. But for the most part, when I speak Spanish, like I offend a lot of Hispanic people. I don't use vulgarity, but I offend them because like sometimes like I correct them. A lot of times I correct them. If they use an English word with a Spanish accent, I know what it is in Spanish. I'll tell them what the word is in Spanish. So it's like they'll be like, no, 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 yes, yes. Like, all right, so a lot of times when I was growing up, one of the biggest things that I experienced, I grew up, you know, um, I grew up, in South Florida. In South Florida, I have a high Hispanic population. So a lot of times, like, they'll use a lot of words in English, but just put an accent with it. And, they expect like every black man or every black person to like just go with it, and stuff like that. I'm like, that's not a Spanish word. Uh, I'll be like, es la palabra no es español, and do like that. That word is not, in Spanish, and they'll be offended, like just by me doing that, but, and they'll be like, I know English, me know English, so, usually when they be like, me know English, I used to think that's like them trying to tell me they don't know English, but when they be like, me know English, they trying to tell me that they know English. They want me to speak in English. And I'm like, if you just got done speaking to somebody else in Spanish, then don't get mad if I'm speaking in Spanish, So, so, Arabic. Where you learn Arabic? Where you learn Arabic? You leaving? I thought you know Arabic. Arabic is a good language, though. Arabic is a good language. My youngest son, has an Arabic name for king. It's Malik. So, well, it's Malik. Malik means king. But I say Malik. I make an English. I'm just as bad. Okay, I see what you're doing. But yeah, it's Malik. Malik. So I didn't give him that name. His mother gave him the Arabic name. His wife gave him that. So I just like let it ride. As long as he got my last name, I was fine with it. Whatever you name him is fine. Okay, hey Styles, how you doing, Styles? Hey, The Voice, I'm glad to see you here. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. This is my first time, like actually, like experience Veterans Day. This is my first time experience Veterans Day among a big YouTube family. So, thank you. Two people made video tributes. So, like I was like, wow, I got video tributes. I was like, wow, this is nice. I gotta start making video tributes. So Mother's Day and Father's Day, I guess I'm gonna have to make video tributes, but I'm gonna get my own on Father's Day. Like I'm gonna get my own first, and then I'll make other people's. I'm gonna get my own on Father's Day. I gotta make a video tribute to myself, and then I do other people. Then. But I was thinking of doing like something different, for like how I had like the Throwback Thursday, and then I do my little poem or something like that. I was thinking of like doing like a Women Crush Wednesday on YouTube, but like people like, no, don't do that, but it's a lot of women on YouTube, content creators that are like doing groundbreaking like things on here, and it's only right or befitting to acknowledge them, in some kind of capacity. And I was thinking about doing that, doing like videos that acknowledge the female content creators on YouTube, not just in July, Women History Month, but year round. So I was thinking of doing that. But then everybody be like, oh, but you're taking that information and all of that stuff. But people do tribute videos to Oprah all year round. I'm getting tired of seeing Oprah. I want to see up and coming female billionaires. Why not start with the ones in our YouTube community? Almost every woman on here gonna be a billionaire if they keep working at it. They're gonna be a billionaire. I honestly believe that. Like Styles, for instance, Styles gonna be a billionaire. You know who else? Mama Q gonna be a billionaire. You got what's the other one? Oh, Nana with the exclamation point. You got Voclim. You got all of them people. You got what is it? Red Bones. Red Bones. Was it Timber Hill Red Bones? You got Timber Hill Red Bones. You got a lot of people on here. You got a lot of women content creators that are like changing the whole dynamics of YouTube. Like everything YouTube throw at them. You got Life with Domo that just came through here earlier. Life with Domo is doing like groundbreaking things. You got what is it? And like she's doing groundbreaking things. You got a lot of like female content creators that are changing the whole dynamics of like how YouTube works. And the president of YouTube is a woman. So I'm not trying to get on her good side, but what I'm trying to say is that like YouTube can be better, and stuff like that. We don't acknowledge, what the women do. They have to be mothers. They have, that means they gotta take care of the kids. And, some of them gotta take care of the kids. They gotta maintain the home. Some of them work and go to college and still manage to put content on here. It's only right to acknowledge, all the great things that women are bringing to the table. They are good people. I agree. Great content creators out there. Mark Jenny Gold is great. Mark Jimmy Gold is one of them. Mark Jimmy Gold, Mark Jimmy Gold like on here all the time. The only reason why she didn't come on in the past day or so was because her child had a birthday, so she had to observe the birthday, and stuff like that. So hello to everyone in the stream. Yeah, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. But that's why I was saying that a lot of times we got a lot of women content creators that goes through a lot. And I know men we go through a lot too, because if they're pregnant, then we gotta deal with their cravings. We gotta hear about their contractions and stuff like that. I've been there. I done heard about the contractions, and I gotta be there to get yelled at and all of that. I was there for that. I was there for that. Two kids. I was there for that. That's maybe why I got a vasectomy. But no, that's not. But I was there for all of that. And I experienced the cravings in the middle of the night. So I had to go get up and go get like some little Butterfingers, and I had to go get like some pickles, and stuff like that with some mustard. I got the, I call, I'd be like, well, I got the Butterfingers, and I got the pickles. Oh, I want some mustard now. I'm like, whoa, I gotta go get mustard. And it's like, where are you? Like, Rob down, like, get the mustard. It's like, where are you? So it's like, oh, don't forget to get some chewing gum. I'm like, what the? So I had to go through things like that. And marriage was great, but that pregnancy part, woo, that pregnancy part, boy, I was glad when that pregnancy was over with, boy. I was glad. I know she was glad too, but I was happier for her for it to be over with. I was happy for her. I was like, woo, whoa, this is something else. But my kids, I love my kids, so, but like I said, women go through a lot, and to put content on here and be like very like at it all the time, have to maintain a family and have to maintain a strong marriage and all of that. Men do it too. Men, it's some men that take care of their children, and some men that got a strong marriage and have to make their wife happy and all of that and stuff like that, and still have to maintain content and work and go to school too It's something I did it while I was in the military, but I went on YouTube. So I'll take care. I'll take care of my kids now. But it's not like I'm going to college. I'm not going to college right now. I already got my bachelor's in IT, got some certifications. So I'm not really going to college right now. Got top secret clearance and all of that. So I'm not really going to college, but I do. I have to update my certifications in in March. So I don't have to update them right now. You know, the Security Plus, the CASP, all the CompTIA stuff. I gotta update, in March, and I gotta update, my Microsoft stuff in November of next year. So January and November, I gotta update those, and then like the following year, I gotta update my my what is it? My EC console stuff. I gotta update my EC console stuff. So like it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So, but I get through it. I get through it. Yeah, I brought up words that y'all don't even know. But you know, yeah, no, IT geek, IT geek. But some people don't even like update their certifications. They just let them expire and still keep their job, and stuff like that. But not if you're working with me. Not if you're working with one SP. Come on, my Jenny Gold, you finally here. Once you jump on the stream. Once you jump on the stream. It's not gonna be packed tonight. You know why it's not gonna be packed tonight? You know why it's not gonna be packed tonight? Because everybody was expecting me at 10 something. It's morning here. What does that mean? Oh, you vacuuming? You're vacuuming? It's night everywhere but Germany. Germany is the only place that's like it's day all year round. Like it's night everywhere. When I was in Germany, all right, when I was in Germany, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had so much I had so much fun, because it was snow and I'll still be sweating. Like Germany, the only place where I ever went through that. The only place. I've never went through that anywhere else. Like, how does it snow somewhere and still be hot? Like Germany, the only place where I know that happens. Oh, it's like 8 something in the morning, huh? Yeah. So I was telling people, they need to acknowledge that. They need to, that everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a reason for existing. Everyone has like all these great things going for them. One of the greatest content creators you would never believe is Louis Fuller. Louis Fuller, up and coming content creator. All right, now this guy did like so many great things with like technology. He used his Alexa to turn on a battery powered razor. Like I've never seen that done. Only on his channel. Oh well, great. You just dropped the kids off to school. Now you're getting the house chores done. Great. Uh, How far was the school from the house? How far was the school from the house? I'm finna do what you do. You be on the phone, right? So many people I don't even know. Bro, it's been a while. Like, like it's weird. With the bus, it takes 10 minutes, but I walked home. Oh, you don't got a car in Germany? You don't got a car? Ooh. And it's cold out there? I'm listening to you. I'm here listening. All right. So, oh man, it's a lot of things that went on. Like, I done, yeah, but the Purpose Crusade Live is about to go to sleep. Nah, it's not about to go to sleep, but I'm about to close it. Hey, you about to go on live right now? You about to go on live? Like, I know Philly never gonna go on live. He don't want to go live no more. It's always cold in Germany. I told you, Germany is the only place where it don't snow. Where it's snowing is like still hot. You just got done eating. Oh yeah, how was KY? Philly went to KY. How was KY? Nobody don't want to go on live. Nobody don't want to go on live. But you want one of my tooth, though. You want my tooth, huh? Nobody don't want to go live. Nobody don't want to. Why when I go live, people don't want to go live? I don't understand that. Like I could look right now through my whole thing, and like people that were live stopped going live because I went live. Like this is weird. Like this is very weird. I've never. They stopped going live because I went live. Like okay, there go one person that didn't stop going live. All right, so it was awesome. Those are those are real mountains. I met Black Sheep family on the way back. Oh yeah, KY. I love KY, man. So when I was stationed at Fort Knox, oh man, I love KY, man. I love this town called Paducah. But right now it's like they put like all this like fuel residue over there. They got like tanks and tanks of like fuel residue over there. But Paducah is nice as far as like you don't gotta worry about all of that fuel residue. Nuclear residue. They got nuclear residue and like gasoline residue over there. But like Paducah is nice because like the hospitality, of a black man, from like not from the country, come there is like amazing. They always like open arms. Like everyone is like so nice to me when I go there. And Paducah, has like great watermelons there. Did I just say that? But yeah, they got great watermelons there, big ones. So and they got a lot of like ducks there. They got a lot of ducks there, and they have like a lot of deer. venison all over the place. They sell venison all over the place, and you could catch your own venison all over the place. So like Paducah is like known for like avid deer hunting. Whitetails all over the place. So you could catch you some whitetails all over Paducah. Stuff like that. But you know, a lot of people don't like to go there because of the nuclear residue that they have there. They have a lot of tanks of nuclear residue there, and they got a lot of gasoline residue there. They got a lot of tanks of gasoline residue there. So they don't like to go there because of that and hunt. But other than that, yeah, you could get good melons. You could get great venison there. Love the place. What time? Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. It's almost 2 a.m. We are here for you. Get those hours. No pain, no gain, soldier. It's in Tennessee. It's in Kentucky. You say it's in Tennessee. It's in Kentucky. Yeah. Great place. Great place. Everyone is nice. Yeah, I love Kentucky. I love another place that I love. Yep, in 10 minutes it will be 2 a.m. Another place I love in Kentucky is Bowling Green. I like Bowling Green. I can't tell you about all the areas, but I got to name them out first. I love Bardstown. You won't find any deer in Bardstown because Bardstown is like a island inside of Kentucky. I don't know how to explain Bardstown, but you gotta go on the bridge to get to Bardstown, and you gotta go on the bridge to get out of Bardstown. So it's like Nelson County. The whole place is called Nelson County, and the place is like amazing, but it's like an island inside of Bardstown because it's surrounded. It's like an island. Bardstown is like an island because it's surrounded by rivers. Like every side is a river, and it's like an island in the middle of Kentucky. But but it's a nice place, man. It's a nice place. Great sunsets there. 2 a.m. Yeah. Where you based, Philly? Philly is in Texas. Yeah, it's going on 2 a.m. Still, yeah, I would work this. You got an hour of work to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Boy said he got an hour of work to do. Good luck. I think I saw someone say Bowling Green on the top. Yep. Pike County. Yep. Bowling Green is nice, man. Bowling Green has summer. Ironically enough, Bowling Green has like some of the best oak trees. Oak trees. Like most of all of like Kentucky oak comes from Bowling Green. And they got and Bardstown is the home of Jim Beam. So they got like a lot of like breweries in Bardstown, and stuff like that. So all these areas in Kentucky, like I love like I just love the whole like Commonwealth of Kentucky. I love like the whole area there. Like it's amazing. The people all over there are nice. Like I love like the area. I just don't like, the like they never have stable climate there. They never have stable climate there. So if it's gonna be hot, it could be hot one week and it's cold the next, and it rains throughout the rest of that week until like the middle of the week, and then it gets cold again, and it goes back hot, then it rains, and then so it's like hell and snow and stuff like it. It can't stay. They don't have stable climate there. But other than that, if you could deal with like they change the climate all the time, you can deal with Kentucky. Kentucky is like the people are nice. The landscape is amazing. You know, they have great landscape. You know, it's amazing. They got trees everywhere. They got whitetail everywhere. They got great agriculture. Well, I'm not gonna say agriculture because that then became like a disparaging word. But they have great farms there. You know, where they have great farms that grow cattle in like a town called Big Springs. Big Springs like is like huge with cattle fields. They have a lot of stuff going out there in Kentucky. They have a lot. 8 minutes. It will be 9 in Germany. Okay. Thank you for your love. Please comment and let's stick. So yeah, he said. So the voice. He said, "Thank you for your love. Please comment and let's stick." My stepfather is from Kentucky. He said. Well, he said. He said they had most of the women, most of the beautiful women, the most beautiful women there. Well, I don't know about Kentucky having the most beautiful women. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. I don't know about the most beautiful women in Kentucky. I done been all over the world, and I'm gonna tell you right now, some of I don't know, but I don't know about Kentucky having the most beautiful women. He can say some of the most beautiful women there. They got some nice hospitable women. I can tell you, like some of the most hospitable women in Kentucky. But as far as the most beautiful, I don't know. How much of the world did he travel? How much of the world did he travel? You know, like that sums it up. If he didn't travel the whole world, if he ain't been to Australia or Bora Bora, or he didn't been to Morocco or places like that, you know, if he ain't been to Fiji or he could even go to Barbados, or go to Brazil or go to Kenya. Kenya has amazing looking women. Barbados have great looking women. So all these places have like amazing looking women. You can go to Hawaii or go to Guam. Places like you gotta go all over the world and go onto every rock. But they have beautiful looking women. They got some beautiful looking women in Kentucky. But when I was living there, I wouldn't even focus on most of the women all the time because more than half of my tour and Kentucky, more than half of my tour in Kentucky, I was married. So the other portion of it, I was divorced. But I didn't really look at most of. I didn't really deal with most of the women like that. There, they were hospitable. They were very hospitable. You know, Kentucky women do love men that cook. So if you like to cook, Kentucky women will love you forever if you like to cook. I'll tell you that much. If you like to grocery shop, they love a man at grocery shop. They love a man at grocery shop, cook, pay his own bills. It's not hard. Get a date when you're in Kentucky. Especially if you're an independent man. Like it's not hard to get it. A date out there. But that's for those that I saw a few of Florida's women give will give an old man a heart attack. Yeah, yeah. Funny. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You right about that. But one of the greatest things, like I said, one of the greatest things about traveling is like meeting like a lot of people in Kentucky is a great landscape to travel and meet a lot of new people. Like Kentucky have like some of the sweetest, like, people there. They got like a lot of food there. They got, like I said, they grow their own cattle there. They grow their own field crops there. They grow a lot of stuff. They got their own breweries there, and stuff like that. Breweries all over like Bardstown, like that whole town got none but like breweries, and they like have like wine tasting and they have like bourbon tasting, events like every week there, So like you would definitely find yourself like having like a lot of stuff to do when you go to Kentucky. They say it's boring. The people that live there say it's boring, but for someone that's not from there to see all the things that you can do, even in Cecilia, like you would see like homes, like brand new homes being built like all the time in Cecilia, and the place is like so broad and like the big, like houses on hills and the big yards and stuff like that. You can go to a place called Cecilia, and like almost everyone there have big yards and big homes and lakes in their yard, like actual lakes in their yards and stuff like that. So a lot of times, like, it's a lot of places in Kentucky that I like. It's a lot of places. You know, I cook, I grill, I bake. See, so you would be good. You would be a good candidate for like, an eligible bachelor in Kentucky. You'll be a great eligible bachelor in Kentucky. Like if you cook, you grill, you bake, you pay your own bills, you'll have a lot of women like flocking at your door, and literally they'll be flocking at your door all the time. Like seriously, even if you don't like talk to any of them, they'll come to your door, knock on your door all the time because you cook. They gonna smell food all the time, and that draws women. I don't know how it does it, but I'm serious. It works just like that. Like so you can imagine yourself cooking something right now. Just like cooking like yourself a breakfast, and next thing you know, you hear like somebody knocking at the door. You go look inside the little peephole, or you look at your phone to see from your ring app, and you see who it is. It's another woman all over again. Like I mean, it happens. It happens in Kentucky a lot, and you don't even know the woman, but you know that she smell food. Like she smell food, but that's how Kentucky is. That's how the whole like Commonwealth is. Lexington, love Lexington, and stuff like. I'm just naming like areas that I've been to there, but I while I was in the military, I graduated from the University of Louisville, and Louisville, is like, um, it's like a crime capital, so to speak. But like I love the churches there. I love the churches there in the West End. And West End is like really dangerous, but I love the churches there. I love in the West End. I love the like soul food that they have there. So like for some reason, I got along fine in the West End. Nothing ever happened. I'm like the only one that like don't drink and don't smoke marijuana. And everything. That didn't do all of that. That still got along fine there. I usually would go there for the churches and go there for their soul food restaurants. They got a lot of soul food restaurants, and um one of the biggest like chain of soul food restaurants that they have like in Louisville is called Indies, and they make amazing fried chicken. Like I gotta say that amazing catfish. I don't know if you like catfish, but they make amazing catfish there and all of that. You can make it yourself, but if you want to just chill and like enjoy, like not cooking for the night, Indies is one of the greatest places to go to if you're like ever inside, by the university or in the West End or even by on 4th Street. 4th Street is right near the West End. 4th Street is where like all the people like hang out. They got like the Improv Club off of 4th Street. If you like comedy, they got like the Palace there. If you wind up going to a concert in Louisville, you're gonna be going to the Palace. So they got a lot of things going on 4th Street in Louisville. So I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but hey there, K Love. How you doing, K Love? K Love is back. K Love is back. Pray for me. Prayer is always going out to everyone. Um, when you get a chance. Okay, okay, K Love. K Love, are you still here? Hey there. 7727 like 14. Thank you so much. Hard to find really good characters. I gotta go there. Well, keep talking. But like, all right. So, but it was just that I was talking about Kentucky and how I've been like around so many places there. So it's really like a lot of places, like on the eastern. So on the eastern, they have like a lot of hospitals. Like most of the main hospitals in Louisville is on the east end. The big hospitals and stuff like that. And then they got Sullivan University. They got some Southern seminary there. They got seminaries. They got like two seminaries over there in the east end of Louisville, and you'll be in Jeffersonville. If you take the east end up to Indiana, you'll be in just Jeffersonville. If you take the west end, you'll be in New Albany. You take the bridge, you'll be in New Albany. But if you go all the way down by Covington, so you got to go past Bardstown, past Lexington. You got to go past all of that, and you all the way in North Kentucky. You gotta go all the way to North Kentucky. This is like all the way out there, all the way like as far east as you can go. And Covington is by Newport. Newport is where they got like this aquarium, this big aquarium right before you get over the bridge to Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is nice, and stuff like that. But I seen all of this while I was like, stationed at Fort Knox. So we my ex-wife love like sea animals. She loves sea animals, and we went over there to the Newport Aquarium. It's nice. Very small, not that big. If you use the big aquariums, then most people know that the bigger aquariums is in either Boston or in Florida. So you either going to Massachusetts or Florida for like the bigger attraction aquariums. But if you like small aquariums and family friendly and stuff like that, then yeah, I recommend you go to that one right there. That's in Newport, or better yet, there's one in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York. It's like the Niagara Falls like aquarium. The Niagara Falls aquarium is also family friendly, but in Kentucky they got the Newport aquarium. Pretty nice, family friendly. It's amazing. Like they got a lot of penguins. They got a lot of penguins, but most aquariums got penguins. They got the sea They got the seahorse and the sea lion. They got seahorses, inside the tank, inside the small tank, live seahorses. And then they got like the sea lions. The sea lions do a show. The penguins do a show. They got dolphins. The dolphins do a show. They got those things. They don't have any whales there. Like I said, if you want whales and all of that, you have to go to like a bigger like aquarium, like the ones in Florida or the ones in Massachusetts, and they got whales there. But if you want the family friendly kind, you could go there. Cincinnati, once you get across the bridge, don't take that first stop. Once you get across that bridge, don't take that first stop, because that first stop will lead you right in the hood. I mean, I don't mind. I didn't mind. I took that first stop. I had to use the bathroom. I went to go use the bathroom at that first gas station that I saw off of Reading. Reading is definitely ghetto, housing projects right there when you get off the bridge. So, but I went to that gas station, and that gas station that was right there, I believe was a Chevron. I think a Chevron. Yeah, Chevron. So I went pulled in inside of the gas station, you know, and like most gas stations have like a key and they tell you to go outside, in Kentucky. Well, I wasn't in Kentucky, I was in Ohio, but they had a gas station outside, right? In Ohio, right there in Cincinnati. And guess what? They didn't even have the key. And you know what? The bathroom was unlocked. Like the whole time, the bathroom was unlocked. And, you see, it was a clean bathroom. It was in the hood. And they had a clean public bathroom. I was surprised. But, so I used the restroom and everything. And, I fueled back up and everything. I rode through, Cincinnati and got me, three chili from like three places, and stuff like that. So I did that. So I'm 3 hours south of Lexington. 3 hours south of Lexington. Lexington is nice. 3 hours south of Lexington. So you was closer to let me think. Let me think. The capital is Frankfurt. So you're closer to Frankfurt. They got on Kentucky State University out that way, in Frankfurt. Oh, good night. Good night, Kate Love. Good night, Kate Love. KY Hunter came down from up where you were talking about and to pick up a puppy. I love the aquariums. I love the aquarium. Yeah. My ex-wife loved like aquariums too, man. She like we would go on like tours to like a lot of places just to go to their aquariums and stuff like that. So we went to a lot of places. Now we have SeaWorld and stuff. Oh, I ain't never been to that one, but I would love to go there. I would love to go there. I would love to go there. Yeah, chili. Like Cincinnati has like chili everywhere. Like if you like chili and like you like can't like you love chili, like they make chili everywhere in Cincinnati. There's not one place in Cincinnati off of every corner in Cincinnati. I mean, you can go in the hood and get it. You could go in the hood and get it, but like I recommend you go to like one of like the restaurants that do have chairs in them, and stuff like that. Instead of going to a restaurant that got like plexiglass and got like bars on a window and all of that. You don't have to go through all of that to get chili. You can go into a restaurant, in the like environments. But if you want the best chili, yep, the hood got like the best chili. So if you want, good chili, you may have to go in the hood. You may have to test your luck and go in the hood. And I don't think they mess with everybody because, like I said, I could go like I went into like some of these areas that people like would say are dangerous and stuff like that, and like I just went there to get my food and I was good. Like that's all I did. I went there to get my food. I was good. And stuff like that. I was respectful to everyone. Woman walked by me, I opened the door. Family walked by me, I opened the door. So I was respectful. And stuff like that. But not far from Virginia, the Appalachian Mountains was beautiful. Yep, the Appalachian Mountains are beautiful, man. They are beautiful. But I like the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. I like those. I like those. I like those. I remember the little puppies. I drove all the way to Kentucky to meet fellow content creators and to give them some of the puppies and little Al sisters free. And little Joe's sisters free. Little Joe's sisters free. Yeah, we. Oh, you did? You gave away a puppy for free? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah, but I love Kentucky. Like I really do. I love the whole area, man. Like the whole Commonwealth is like full of like great. Like I got great memories of the entire place. Like I got great memories all over like the whole area of like that Commonwealth. I got none but lovely memories of that place. So like you know, and Cincinnati, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Cleveland. I'm been all over those places. I'm been to Chicago. I don't got no good memories of Chicago. Maybe I went there long enough, but I don't got any good memories of Chicago. But I know that like I've been to like Ohio, and I experienced the drive-in Chinese restaurants. I mean the drive-through Chinese restaurants, and stuff like that in Ohio. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Only in Ohio. I've never seen Chinese restaurants that have a drive-through anywhere else. So if you like those, yeah. So I haven't seen them anywhere else. Only in Ohio. I like every. I don't know. I think every state got something good about it. Every state, like Alabama, like the whole state of Alabama. I can give you walnuts are everywhere in Alabama. Walnuts are everywhere in Alabama. So like that, I can honestly give Alabama credit for. They got walnuts everywhere. I haven't seen one place that does not have walnuts in Alabama. So no, I was never stationed in Virginia. I was never stationed in Virginia. I was always stationed in I was stationed in Fort Hood, over there where close to where um Finley River Kennels is. I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas, and Killeen. I wasn't even there for a long time, but I was there for like 3 months. Then we moved out to Fort Knox, in Kentucky, and stabilized. But I was there in Fort Knox and in Fort Hood. So I was those places, and also I was at I was at where Gillum is. Fort Gillum is in Atlanta. I was there too, so I was there. I was at a lot of places. I was at a lot of places. I was stationed in Fort Hood and Killeen, Texas, near Killeen, Texas. I was in Fort Knox, near Louisville, Kentucky, or that area is like Radcliffe, Kentucky, and on the other side of Fort Knox is Modraw, Kentucky. I was I was in Fort Gillum. That's in the heart of Atlanta. So I was in a lot of places. Oh yeah, and on the other side of Gillum is Griffin, Georgia. So I was in a lot of places. I gave away two puppies to little Joe's sister, and I gave them all free. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to share the bloodline with such great people. Oh yes, indeed. It would be a pleasure to share the bloodline. It's a pleasure. it's always a pleasure. Like it's rewarding when you reward someone else. It's always like that. Hey there, Queen B. How you doing, Queen B? We're talking about Kentucky and all of that. Yeah, see, about an hour and a half south of my south of me. My father won a coon hunt competition on the. Oh, for real? He did. He did. How long ago? Well, how long ago was that? Hey there, Queen B. It's nice to have you here among us. Yeah. So it's amazing, man. When you could go like so many. It's amazing when you could like travel so many places and stuff. It's amazing. Um, another place I like. Um, another place that I love is let me see. I like. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But I like Arkansas. I like Arkansas. Yeah, I love Arkansas. So I like I like Arkansas because of the people there. I went to this restaurant. All right, so uh, Chico said, "Good morning, everyone. I'm going to fall asleep soon." All right, Queen B. All right, Queen B. Uh, Queen B said, "Shiku, hey, ooh, that rhymes with Shiku Shay. I'll see if I find a plaque. It was at least 30. Whoa, I don't remember 30 years ago. 30 years ago. I'm sure you've been a lot military. Let's you see a lot of places. Yeah, but one of the places that I truly love is Arkansas. Like, believe it or not, like I'm telling you right now, like Arkansas, like I went to this restaurant called Capers, just outside of North Little Rock, North Little Rock. Little Rock is where Bill Clinton is from, and the home of the Little Rock Nine. The Little Rock Nine are the first like nine black kids that got to go to integrated school and stuff like that. But I went to this restaurant called Capers, right? And Capers is like this restaurant that made like amazing breakfast. I mean, like better than Denny's or IHOP. Like it's like they made like this amazing breakfast. And I had like this big plate. Like I mean, like it was huge. And like their breakfast, right? They didn't even serve like turkey bacon in this when like I was eating turkey bacon. I don't eat turkey bacon anymore. I don't even eat like all that stuff anymore. But I don't eat bacon period anymore. So, but this is when like I did eat turkey bacon. I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork. I never did eat pork. But so they had pork bacon, and like I don't eat pork bacon. And, like, do you got turkey bacon? And you know what? They actually literally went out of the restaurant to go buy some turkey bacon and made it for me. They asked me how long am I gonna be there. It's like 15 minutes. They went to go buy the turkey bacon. Like seriously, like I've never had like VIP access like that before. But they actually did it and stuff like that. Gave me my military discount and stuff like that. I had like ever since then I was like, oh man, I'm in love with Little Rock. So, but that was outside of North Little Rock. That was in an area called Jacksonville, Arkansas. That was in an area called Jacksonville, Arkansas. So I like Crawler's Ridge and Marmel and all of those areas. I like all of those areas too. But the mall over there in Little Rock, I think the nicer mall is in North Little Rock, and I met a girlfriend of mine there, so and everything, and I dated her for about a few months and stuff like that. So but she was very nice, way older than me. She had me about 15 years. She had me about 15 years, man. She had me about 15 years. But she like came all the way from like Arkansas to like where I stayed in Kentucky, and stuff like that. And like, bro, I've never had to go back to Arkansas like to like see her. Like she always came to me. She went to go see my family like in Florida and stuff like that. Like she was very nice to me, man. Like real talk. Like so I never had a woman like that ever again. Ever. 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 I cheated on her. Like I cheated on her. So I cheated on her. I was young back then. I was very young. It's like 23. It's like 23. I was very young back then. I cheated. So, yep, I messed that up. That was the old, 1SP. That was the old 1SP, though. That was the old 1SP. Yeah, Arkansas is pretty. The people are laid back. Are you wearing a Hawaiian shirt? This is a Nike shirt. Wait, it look Hawaiian, doesn't it? It look Hawaiian. But the Hawaiian got the button up. This don't got no buttons. This is an actual like just t-shirt. Pretty rare. You wearing flower or anything. Pink is my favorite color and stuff like that. So Arkansas has good food. I rode through there on the way back from Kentucky. I'm at Black Sheep. Yeah, Arkansas has great food. I love Arkansas food. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yep, I'm familiar with the area and say for it. Oh, for real? Oh my god! Oh my god! You rolled down there? Oh my god! Oh my god! You look at, oh my god, oh god, oh god. I don't live in the past. The Lord erased our. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like she was, like I said, yeah, her name Tamara, but she was a astounding woman, very astounding, very, very spirituality. She was like one of the sweetest women like I've ever like had the honor to date. To actually court. But we, she wanted celibacy back then, and like I was so young and stuff like that that like I couldn't even see why she wanted celibacy. I just wanted to smash, and stuff like that and she was like fine, like completely fine. She did not look her age at all, man, at all. And still to this day, she was like, you know, gorgeous. Like still to this day, she is gorgeous, stuff like that. But I ruined a lot. I hurt her a lot. Like after, like we had broken up, like and stuff like that, and then I wound up, dating, my ex-wife and stuff like that, and wound up getting married, to another woman, having a child, with another woman and stuff like that. I ruined a lot. I hurt her a lot, by doing that, and stuff like that. I wound up getting divorced, but she if had I waited, and stuff like that, I don't know. Now I'm celibate, so it's like wow, she had like prophesied that I was gonna be celibate, like all the way back then. She had prophesied that I was gonna be celibate all the way back then. Before I started dating her, I was dating another chick that wanted me to be celibate. So it was like that wanted me to be celibate, and then I wound up dating a woman that don't care if I'm celibate or not, and I wound up like marrying her. So it's like three women like at the same time that want me to be celibate. But Tamara was like an amazing woman. I mean, completely astounding woman. Like I've never had a woman as good as Tamara. Uh, I'm saying it's like all over the world. They're like almost like I've ever known probably gonna watch this video and be like, "What about me? What about me? What about me?" But it doesn't matter. It's the honest truth. Like I've never had a woman as nice as Tamara. I've never did. You know. I traveled those roads a lot of my lifetime. One SP. Don't say her name. Stop living in the past. I know. I want detail. A lot of stuff you're saying only you share it with the other person. Yeah, what? You heartbreaker. Oh man, why you gonna do me like that? Why you gonna do me like that? Oh man, I'm leaving now. Good night. Good night, Queen Bee. Why you gonna do me like that, man? I'm not that bad of a guy. I'm not that. I was 23. You know, I was young, man. I was young, man. I was 23. I was very young back then. 23, 22, somewhere around there. But I was very young back then. Like she had me about 15 years, man. Like I was like, man, she's like, up there with my mom and stuff, she up there with my mom in age, But I learned, I live and I learn and stuff like that, you know. For some reason, like women, that's like way up there, like, like I don't know how I attracted them. I really don't know. Like I look like a kid, so I really don't know how I attracted them. I really don't know. Like for some reason, I still attracted them. And I was like, I could be like back then. I was childish. Like I'm like, I don't know how I attracted them women. I was childish, But it's like it just happened. It just happened. I attracted a lot of them, a lot of older women. Still to this day, like I attract women that's like way older than me. Like still to this day, I don't know how I do it. Like I don't even try to. Still to this day, I don't know. My mom be like, "Oh my God, you're my son age," like my mom. You know, every woman that like I ever introduced Terrence, like they'll be like, "Dang, they're older than like they older than you." Like I'll be like, "Wow." But my parents, I have parents that are like, they always like, want to see, my brother and I happy, so they never really cared about the woman's age or anything, they just wanted to see me and my brother happy. My brother like older women too, so they never really cared about, my little brother like older women too. So they really, but he is completely like soundly married. So, but they never really cared about like women age. All they cared about is we were happy, and stuff like that. And I was like the one that's like, So yeah, I admit I cheated. Yeah, I admit I cheated. On one person. And after that, I never was able. I never had the courage or I don't know. I never had the audacity to cheat again ever on anyone else. So I never had the audacity to cheat ever again. Yeah. Try telling Tamara that. Try telling Tamara that she, you know what, she'll pray with me sometimes, but as of like right now, mad, she's still mad. But yeah, I tried, she even seen me on here before, and stuff like that, and she even seen me on here before, and she's like, oh, now you like, oh, celibate and you're all in a God and all of that, I'm like, I'm like, whatever, man. I'm like, whatever, man. Like, you trying to mock me and stuff, whatever, man. But yeah, back to where I was. So I've been like all over the, I've been all over like the United States, and like I like a lot of places. I like a lot of places. I like Buffalo, New York. I love that place. Buffalo, New York, like got like some of the most amazing wings. That got some of the most amazing pizza. Like I like their wings and their pizza. You know, I like their boardwalks. I like their boardwalks. They got like nice boardwalks out there. You know, everybody say that their boardwalks are like desolate and like but like the quieter, the better for me. Like I don't like all that noise and stuff anyway. So Buffalo, New York, board. I even like the boardwalks that they got in um that they got in what is it like what part of New Jersey that was? I think that's in what part of New Jersey? I don't know. That's like Whitening, New Jersey. Whitening, New Jersey. I don't know. I've been like all over the place. So like I've been like areas that nobody even heard of. They be like Whitening, New Jersey. What is that? That's a fish, But no, I think they probably named the area after the fish because of like their possibility of catching whitening fish in that area of. So, but yeah, Whitening, New Jersey, great boardwalks over there. I love those. I like boardwalks. I never liked them when I was a kid, but I like them now that I'm an adult. So I like areas like that. Oh, I know what that area called right off of Whitening, Surfside, right? Yeah, Surfside. I think it's called Surfside. But all right, so where the boardwalk is, it's called Surfside. But I love that area. I think that's what it's called, Surfside, New Jersey. I think that's what it's called. But I should have bought a shirt while I was there. They had like boutiques out there. I should have bought a shirt or a pillow or something while I was out there, or a keychain. But I like that area over there. I love it. Love it. The boardwalk there is like quiet again. I like quiet boardwalks. I don't know. Even if I'm out there by myself, I like quiet boardwalks. Yeah, Buffalo, New York. Yeah, it is nice. Buffalo, New York. They got the where that boardwalk is over there. I think that's called, the area is called Canal Side. It's like past the like downtown area, and like when you get by Canal Side, it's like quiet and stuff. But I love like that area right there. Canal Side is pretty nice to me. I like Canal Side. So, but like I don't know, everybody travel over here. So, if you're a family person and you happen to like want to go somewhere, you just like go, and that's what I've basically did. Like I went out there, But one of the places I do want to go that I have never been in my entire life, I don't know if anyone on here ever been there, was St. Kitts. I always wanted to go to St. Kitts, in the Caribbean. I always wanted to go to St. Kitts, and one of the Virgin Islands. And I was never, able to go to St. Kitts. It's a U.S. Virgin Island, and I never was able to go. So I always wanted to go to St. Kitts and St. Croix and stuff like that. St. Martin. No, I think St. Martin is British. I think that's a British Virgin Island. But but I always wanted to go there. St. Kitts, St. Croix, and St. Martin. Those. Just name all the Virgin Islands. I was like, I always wanted to go there. So and stuff like that. Go see like those areas. They say that most of those Virgin Islands are very violent. But like that's probably where the best food at. So like that's how I see it. Like if it's food there, I'm going. So if the food there, I'm going. I really don't focus on like start in trouble with anyone. I don't drink, so like for most part, most times when you do drink, when people, I notice that when people do drink, in like foreign places, they wind up getting in trouble, and stuff like that. But you know, like, and I'm not just talking about like out of state or out of like the country. When I say foreign, I'm talking about places that they've never been to. So if like let's say they go to a park, in a community that they never been to, and they start drinking at park, and like other people start like showing up at that park, and stuff like that. That's familiar with that area, and be like, hey, you're in my park, get out my park. And if they drunk, they probably gonna, I was here first, and like, and then stuff just start just like that. So but if you, I'm not, I don't drink. So they be like, I mean, you're in my park, leave. I just leave. Like I already been there. Like I can say I've been there now. Like I don't got no problem with leaving. So stuff like that. And that's why I think that's why a lot of stuff happened. Heck yeah, the islands is a must go. Yeah, yeah. They want me to do a vlog, like my own family, like my like you know parents and stuff. They want me to do a vlog if they don't go. They want me to do a vlog and put it on here. But I've never even done a vlog. Like, have you ever anyone ever seen me do a vlog? I've never done a vlog, so I don't know how to do a vlog, stuff like that. So I'm not a vlog YouTuber. I'm a motivational YouTuber. They're like, well, expand, do vlogs. Like I don't want to do no vlogs. I don't do stuff like that. I don't do stuff like that. If I do a vlog or whatever, if I found the material for a vlog, I give it to a vlog YouTuber so that they can like take credit for it. Photos were taken by, videos were taken by 1SP, and they did the vlog. Like that's it. That's it. Like I can edit it for them and like have them submit it. Like I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. I don't do stuff like that. Like I was supposed to do a mukbang, but you think I'm gonna do a mukbang? No, I don't do stuff like that. I don't do stuff like that. You're not gonna watch me eat, and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe one day I will. Philly does it all the time. Philly does like the greatest mukbangs I ever saw. You know. Oh my God. So nobody talking now, huh? All right. All right. You about to get me the you already done with your hour, huh? Ronan. Ronan, you already done with your hour. People like if it's funny. So but I'm about to I'm about to wrap this up, man. I'm about to wrap this up. This is it for now. I'll probably be on later on. I'll probably be on later on. Like I always do. I always come on like randomly, like out of nowhere. Just like Finley does. Like I just come on out of nowhere. Everyone used to me coming on Tuesdays, but I'm gonna like start coming on like, randomly, sporadically, when no one expected, you know. Don't you gotta go to work? I mean, don't you gotta leave work now? Well, I don't really talk about like stuff like that, a lot of stuff that like happened, while I was traveling, like was weird, So I really don't talk about like, going to like this place, and that place and that place and that place. And I went to a lot of places, man, like and stuff like that. And I went to a lot of places, like, but it's like now, like my like 12-year-old, he wants to go to like a lot of places and stuff like that. He like to travel with me. My 6-year-old, he like to stay home. He like to stay in the house. He don't like to go a lot of places. I mean, if I be like, Malik, you got to go with me, then my 6-year-old go. But you know, if I be like, I'm going this place and that place, then my 12-year-old would be like, Daddy, can I go? My 6-year-old be like, Daddy, you can just go ahead, Daddy. Just go ahead. My 6-year-old be like, just go ahead, Daddy. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm okay. Just leave. He be like that. That's how Malik is. Just go ahead, Daddy. It's fine. Go ahead, Daddy. That's how my 6-year-old is. I love Malik and I love LJ both, but like they both got different personalities. So it's weird, but I love them both. I love both of my kids. Oh, you gotta take little Finley to school? Good night. Good night. You have a great night or a great morning. Great morning. It's my first time even doing like all these hours. All right, since he leaving, I'm about to get off myself. This is one SP. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. It's time for Crusade. It's too easy. Let's get it.